Hey everyone, the Villains Man. This is session 5 of our Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition game, The Ancient War Reborn. I'm your host, Justin Von Doom, the DM.
I'm Evan the Great. I'm playing Luda, the Elven Bard.
I'm the Bearded Wonder.
I'm Smiley, playing Order the Whitehammer.
And returning is...
Wes, it's rolling.
As we last left off, for some reason, even though Wesley wasn't here to play his character, everybody had this affinity for going back into this cavern of terror. And it wound up being a really bad idea almost every time they went back in.
It was all heroic.
But it is well explored now.
But it is well explored, and you did find Luda's violin. You also found out that this is kind of like a, they had a temple of like Tiamat within it. Found some treasure, which led to more problems. And when we last left off, you guys were coming to Greenest and were greeted by a bunch of well-armed soldiers, which you guys had recognized as
The Shield of Reborn and Blades of the Veil.
yes, which that you knew the Shield Overboard, you knew the Blades of the Veil. Now you were greeted by the Blades of the Veil. No, my bad. Shields of Reborn and their lieutenant, Evander Grey Crown. That's what he introduces himself as. Now, you're both going in, you're all coming back into town. I know what each of you want to do. You were going to go
To the Swiss Family.
to Swiss. Okay, we're going to get you because you've also got a body with you.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You were going to go send a letter to Osborne,
Yeah.
Greenell. You were going to go assist with the injured.
Yes.
Okay. So since we got an idea, we're going to kind of go a little more in depth with some of that stuff. But we're going to start with rolling. You're coming back to Greenest. You've met these guys. I'll give you a description when you show up and this knight approaches you. He's got a soldier 2 for every person in this group, so you're outnumbered 11 to 5. And Halt, who goes there, he's questioning you. He realizes that you're one of the Order of the Gauntlet, and he says, "Well, we've been looking for you guys to bring you back in." They basically got a line around Greenest to defend it, with just soldiers as far as you can see. Once you get to town, you realize there's a mixture of these Shields of Erebor with the Blades of the Veil. Are you going to make it over there?
I'm just sneezing a lot.
So, there's a big mixture of them patrolling town. Like, there is way too many patrols in this town right now. That's how many people have showed up from both these armies to help defend it. I'm going to start with you. What do you want to do when you get back into town?
Basically, first thing, it's just these patrols. Darvorn ain't nowhere to be found.
Not that you see. I mean, you just got in town. That's who you're wanting to look for.
That's who I'm going to look for. I'm reporting to my command. You know, I look at him as my commanding officer. He's doing it.
Okay. Well, Great Crown will point you out to the keep. Him and Alethra has been working with Governor Nighthill and Escobar Red out of the keep, trying to help rebuild Greenest. That's what is going on right now. You see people rebuilding the buildings and whatnot. The one thing you did notice was there's really nobody building the church that burnt that you guys are trying to rescue. No one's really paying attention to that. That's just been left alone.
Okay.
So you're going to go to the keep.
Yeah, I'm going to report in about the whole Tiamat situation.
Okay, so basically, you and Leosin are going there, because that's where Leosin was going. He was going to talk to the governor. You both walk in. There was quite a bit of repair done on the wall. His good friend Brack's there, building the wall like it was when you guys were there. As you come in, out in the courtyard, they've got a table, they've got a big mat from out, and there's Darvon, Alethra, Governor Nighthill, and they're all pointing at stuff on a map around the surrounding area of Greenest.
Alright, so Rolling away his turn to speak, because obviously, you don't want to interrupt the main stuff that's going on, but he's not just going to sit there all day and wait either. So at some point he will inform Darvorn about the Tiamat situation, you know, with the blue half dragon and the black half dragon. Everything that he may have picked up.
Okay, you start saying all that. The words Tiamat come out of your mouth. He's like, shh. And Governor Knight was like, what's a Tiamat? And he was like, you need to come into the office.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, you go in there, he shuts the door, and he's instantly interacts. He's like, why would you say something like that? This town was just attacked. You should be smarter than not speak such a name here. Especially...
Who's carrying the symbol?
What do you mean? You got it.
I've got
You got this, yeah. He's like, you not... Yeah, and he sees it, he takes it. He's like, you're going to speak of this.
Threat. We need to do something.
You're going to speak of the Queen of Dragons when there was a dragon that just attacked this place? Do you really want to throw the townspeople into fear? People are already scared for their lives, and there's 200 soldiers here.
So your point.
Now, the guy who runs this town knows that something named Tiamat's around. How do you think that's going to go? He's like, we've started to get these people calm, and then you go around talking around Tiamat. It's like you were trained.
People around in there.
But no, there's townspeople building the walls and stuff around here. He's like, you were trained better than that. Be smarter. Now tell me, what would you find?
He'll, you know, nobody else is in here.
No, it's just you.
He'll go ahead and fill him in with the whole story, the duel, everything.
No, I want to hear it in your words. Tell me.
He'll tell him about he was facing a blue half dragon with in a I guess you would just a duel basically. I don't know how I better explain it because it was just
pretty much, yeah.
Right. I fell by some by wrong character. Torm. By Torm's guidance, I didn't die. Somehow I made my way back to the party.
You're showing a scar across your neck.
Yeah. It's obvious. I don't cover it. Once it had healed up and wasn't bleeding, you know. I informed him that was the black dragon that did that and left me to die. I think it may have been on purpose. I don't, you know, that's just, he may have left me, he didn't cut me so much just to kill me. He may have done that on purpose. There might be other plans in works. Don't know yet. We can find out. He has Thea's greatsword.
You don't have Thea's greatsword.
Okay, that was part of it.
Yeah, none of that goes mattered.
Okay. So that is.
To throw something in here, they were messing with Wes hardcore, saying that we played till like 2 o'clock last night. So you might be a little confused about what's real and what's not.
That part might have been my idea.
Anyways, continue.
Woke up after he had recovered from the duel and followed a trail that led me back to the rest of the party. And we ended up meeting the blue half dragon again. Again, he defeated me in combat. But when I was revived, he was dead. And it was kind of a hairy situation. We had to get out quick. And again, the rest of this is I wasn't here for.
Yeah, there was a bunch of guards that blocked as where you went up to was the cave mouth. Who you were chasing escaped. They left a bunch of guards to hold you guys back while they made their escape. You fell there too. But not without taking the further damage. And I would like to mention to you guys, do you know you three and Leosin defeated them by yourself, and I've never rolled an attack roll for him.
I didn't know
That's
that.
right.
Yeah, not once.
And all,
I wanted to see how well you guys would do.
and all I did was buff and heal people, and I only had one spell.
So, I mean, that just should show you how well you come from the first time you were outnumbered compared to the next time you're outnumbered. That wasn't kobolds. But,
We consistently were almost dead the entire
but
week.
basically that's in a nutshell until you guys came back. But they did give you the medallion and whatnot. You going to give him the medallion to keep, or you keep it for yourself?
I think
You paid
the order needs to know about it. This needs to be, you know, they may need proof of themselves that this is a real threat. So I assume Darvorn has a way of sending it to.
Yeah, we'll get there. They've already sent, or I'll tell you, we've already sent a runner to the nearby towns. We've sent one to El Toro to let the order know. That's where all these soldiers have come from nearby towns to help, help fortify this town and rebuild it, protect these people. He puts his hand on your shoulder. He's like, I thought we lost you. You didn't return with them days ago. He's like, something told me you were alive, and I'm glad you're back. And he's like, come.
He steals himself, because he basically is facing the fact that he fell 4 times, you say now?
Let's see,
Once against
one,
church,
two,
once against the blue dragon, or twice against the blue dragon, and then once in the
4.
session I wasn't here 4 times. Yeah. So this has only been a few days.
Actually, this is the return of Greenest. This is the 6th of Kythorn, the time of flowers. This is actually 9 days since you guys got to Greenest. I keep track of time. So.
So yeah, he's kind of questioning his own abilities at the moment, but he still has faith in that Torm will guide him through.
Well, you're young. I mean, you're just now, really been in your first real battle, so you'll learn in
He's still
time.
not an adult.
Yeah, you'll learn within time. Go ahead and go to Luda. You're pointed towards some of the inns in town where they've been keeping some of these people that are healed.
Yeah.
More to where you were in the keep the first time you were doing this on your return. But you come to the end, a short stay, because a lot of people in this town are halflings. And a lot of the people now are up, they're healed. You've been gone about 5 days now, so people are starting to get around. There's not so many people that are injured, but you do know, because where the town is set, there's a graveyard, or not too far from the town square. This is where this inn is. And you notice there's a graveyard back there, but away from it is a spot marked with graves, and it's a very small amount.
Is that where they're putting people that's been dying?
The people from this is what you're gathering. Like, they have their own separate memorial right there.
Yeah. I'll go around town, as much any place, any general goods store, and I'm basically going to get as many healing supplies as possible. That way I can make them like a healing station to bring injured people when we're not here.
Okay, so you only need a good store. Okay. There is a couple of good stores in town. There is 2 good stores. A Pinch of Salt, which is closed right now.
Okay.
Which you find it odd being the time of day that this place is closed. And then there's 3 bags full, which is open.
I guess I'll go to the open store.
There's a lot of people in here.
Yeah.
Roll me an insight.
This one. Yeah, that sucks. 3.
No, you're just kind of going well trying to find what you need, because there's not a lot in here. People are taking what they need. Now, I will mention this. In 5e, magic items are not abundant like they used to be because of everything that's happened since 3.5, because then you played 4.0.
I'm looking for like bandages and
Stuff like that, like potions and stuff.
No, I'm not looking for any potions.
Yeah.
I'm talking about bandages, needles, alcohol. Yes, healing.
Okay.
I'm trying to build them a station, and then I'll find a location where one of these guard shacks
Oh, so
are.
you need more of a supply store,
Yes.
not a goods store. So you're going to Adventures Needs and Wants.
Yes.
Still, it's a place that
Yeah.
there's not a lot. So what little you can get, you might be able to scrounge up for about 3 gold pieces.
Yep. She's getting everything she can, like extra blankets, extra, cloth, anything she can do to like make a supply, like a supply bin somewhere for the injured that's getting wounded, protecting the city right now.
She tells you, the woman that runs this, which I have not filled out that section. That's a shame on me. She's like, you a medic of some sort?
I say I have the art of healing.
She kind of looks around. And, she tells you, she's like, I do have some stuff that we recovered from the temple. She's like, but not sure you could afford it though. She's like, when the temple fell and Priest Falcon Moon had disappeared, trying to salvage for what we could.
Yeah.
And we did find some stuff he had for healing. And she's like, and we've got a couple of things left, and no one's really bought medical supplies. She's like, I got something to you if you need them.
I tell her what I'm doing. I'm basically just gathering up any medical supplies possible because I want to make a tent somewhere out here where they can bring the wounded.
Well, there's not really many more wounded.
I mean, for the ones who get wounded in the future.
Oh, okay. So you're building a tent, just
It's like almost like an army tent, but like somewhere where they can bring the wounded that need stitches and bandages and shit like
Okay,
that.
so you're gonna build something like that. Gotcha.
I'll need help with it, but this is my starting point.
Okay, I got you. You're not interested in buying anything that she might have.
Depends on if she has any bandages.
She's got bandages and stuff.
Alcohol.
She's got like a couple of potions.
I mean, my character really ain't looking into the potions, to tell you the truth.
Alright.
She's actually likes to do medical stuff, and that's why I got healing,
Hey, so you need like a medical kit?
Yeah, I already have. Well, I have mine, but I was going to see if she has another medical kit.
Yeah, whatever, how much ever is in the book. Go
Okay.
buy it.
Cool.
Do you got anything else you're wanting to take care of real soon?
Now, once she gets done with that, I'll probably grab a few soldiers, or maybe go get rolling, and have them help me get this. Like, I might have to have a couple rods and like to actually set up a medical tent somewhere where these soldiers can go when they're wounded.
Okay.
Probably next to an inn or somewhere, close to another building.
As long as Dar ain't got nothing
Yeah.
for me to do.
Yeah, he's just going
I have
over.
to help you.
So eventually you'll go find him, try to start getting some soldiers together, set this up.
Yep.
Alright, we can do that. Vesper Nordic, you wanted to send a letter to Osborne, Greenell, and Burgess.
Yeah, how far is Greenest from here?
I think it's like maybe a 3-day travel.
Yeah, I'm just gonna send a letter. I'm not gonna head out that way.
Yeah, it's nothing you
I
can
was
make.
thinking if it was like half a day or something, I might run out there myself. But
Might be a day and a half,
day and a half.
maybe 2 days. Yeah, I think it's a 2-day travel.
All right, I'll just send a letter. Yeah. I'll just send a letter.
Is there anything else you need to do personally?
Personally.
Oh, by the way, because you're supposed to have a meeting later
Yeah.
with Governor Nighthill and stuff,
Right.
and Leosin. I'm going to tell you about that. So,
I'm not sure. But everybody's pretty busy around here, right? Trying to repair the town.
people are running around doing this and that.
But, I mean, these are little small farming towns, right?
It's a really small farming town. But I mean, it's a good sized town.
I mean, I'm not going to be able to find any information about
What you're wanting to?
anything about what she would want to.
I don't know. I mean, it's a good sized town. That's, say, about 1,000 foot wide. But I can't tell you if you could or not, because what you do know about the Zents is they hide in plain sight. So I'm not saying there is, I'm not saying that there isn't.
Well, I guess the bar, keeping it a year open.
All right. We've got 2 taverns in town. Fistful of Coins, which is closed. And then you have the Grassy Knoll. It's open. Yeah, that's his place of choice.
Yeah, I'll go there and keep an eye out, see if I can't find any information in there, just listening at the bar.
Okay, you walk up, this place is called the Grassy Knoll, and literally there's a sign that hangs above the door with just some grass. Some of it's dead, some of it's fresh. You almost think like every day someone takes some and just pats it up on this sign, right? So there's also a storm cloud with a lightning bolt above it, too. When you walk in, can you speak Dwarven?
No, I do not.
Above the door frame, there's something written in Dwarven, which you can't read. And you walk in, and there at the bar is a very rough dwarf. And this place has got quite a few soldiers in it. Because, I mean, like I told you, there's 100 here from Reborn, there's 100 here from Murtis. So when they're not on shifts, this is where they come to.
So, do I know any of the blades of the veil from Murtis?
I don't know, did you keep to yourself when you're in Murtis much?
Probably not all the time, no.
So,
I probably, frequent the taverns
well,
and stuff.
Murtis is a big town. It's like, I think, 30,000 people. So your
Right.
chances of knowing one of them is almost slim to none. Because if I'm right, it's like a town outside my head, I think it's like 32,000. So there's 100 people here. Roll me some percentiles. You know me at 90% or above, sure. You'll find one of these guys you know. I gotta make it hard.
No, so close to 80.
That's an 8.
It's nice.
That's an 8%.
It's double off an 8. Okay, so one game you're trying to switch spells in combat, and you're trying to cheat me. Well, I know you thought a 10 and a 0 on your percentile was 100. Like, what
I've
game
had
are you
4 hours to
playing?
sleep, man.
I thought you were good.
I am good. Just not with percentiles, okay?
I'm going, yeah.
Where'd you get it?
My charisma is 8.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So,
She ugly as shit.
She ain't ugly as shit.
I'm not ugly.
I tell you, 8's about a common for
I'm just getting shit.
But, you know, you got a bunch of soldiers in here, and they kind of look your way, and like, hey, when you come in.
I definitely can't walk in there.
So,
17. Coming out.
I mean, you know, so you kind of
It's essentially Judge on top.
get some eyeballs. Especially when you don't look like these common ladies running around either.
Maybe it's blue hair.
Yeah.
Because you're an elf, right?
Yeah.
You're a moon elf?
Moon elf.
Right, yeah, so you're pretty exotic looking. I'd say even an 8 for a moon elf looks pretty good.
Yeah, rape scene.
So I'm gonna go in, sit
special
at the bar.
one.
Is there a place at the bar?
Yeah, sure.
I'll sit at the bar. I'll put a gold piece on the table and be like, keep them coming.
Keep them coming. Ooh. He asks you, what are you drinking? And you look behind the bar and there's some kegs that have lightning bolts on them.
Eggs with lightning bolt.
Lightning in the bottle.
I'll say, give me your finest one.
Oh shit. He says, he takes your coin. We need another one of those. He's like, I give you. You're right, that is what it is for a drink, not a gallon. He says, I need another one of those.
Damn.
He drinks this
But
stuff.
you are getting a gallon.
No, a gallon's 15 gold.
Oh.
15?
Gallon's 15 gold.
I'll toss another gold.
You toss him a gold. He pours your drink out of his keg with this lightning bolt on it, right? And when the foam sits on the top, it doesn't die away. It keeps ahead. But you see almost like little, like what you would assume might be like little bits of static electricity rolling around the top of it. And when you look up, you look down, you look up, and he has like this huge grin on his face, and he's like nodding his head to it. Go ahead and get a drink.
I don't know if I like that. Some kind of dangerous drug.
Yeah, if you pass out in there, it's going to be bad. There's a bunch of men in there wanting you.
You notice that for some reason it's oddly quiet in the tavern, and you look, and most of the people are watching you. You slap it back. Pound say, "Was that a girl?" It's very warm at first, and then it gets really cool. It almost feels like there's an ice cool rain inside of you right now. You feel really relaxed, and it's like another.
Fuck it, why not?
Two more gold. It's the same thing. And then it's everybody's really focusing on you when you drink two. Constitution score.
It is a 13.
Hey, that's exactly what we need when you drink after this one. Go ahead. Drink this one.
Yeah, I'll slam it.
Slam it. He's real excited about it. And then you start hearing the whispers. Oh my God, does she not know what she's drinking? You start hearing everybody whispering about you drinking these.
What the hell am I drinking?
What the hell kind of ale?
This dwarf, he says, "Do you feel the thunder blast?" And you can start to feel it in your belly rumbling.
Just regular Leo.
I was gonna say, does he fart or does she fart? All these guys.
Think about when you go on an empty stomach and you just slam monster, how you feel real jittery.
Yeah.
Really starting to feel like that, but you feel real good too, though. Like you're starting to buzz. One more word to take.
We're gonna fail it. Pass it out more. That's a
That was a jumper.
6.
6. Throw me a d6.
2.
You take 2 damage, and you feel this. Oh, you jolt a little. Now roll me another d6.
5.
It's a 5 to your dexterity for the next hour. He tells you, Thunder Brew, the warrior's drink. And the girl, you want another?
No, I'm good.
You feel real dirty. Like you literally feel like you could run around Greenest. Like, you feel like a Tasmanian devil. And you're like, or like when you run, there's going to be a little whirlwind underneath you.
Drink another. Drink another.
Oh, is it a +5 my dex?
Yeah, for an hour.
Oh, shit.
I thought you said -5.
So that puts you at 20, right? And that'll top you out, so.
You sure you don't want another?
You feel really good right now. Like you got buzz and you feel real jittery.
I'm gonna go for a run.
You do feel like I could run forever. I could run back to that cave and back in the day. Like you feel good.
I want to do
Like
this.
this dwarf is really enjoying you. Like you're like wow. But yeah, and you're just juiced up, ready to go.
Right.
So, and he's like, you want another? Now roll me an insight.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Man,
No. I'm not bad.
you're rolling horrible.
That's an 8.
Oh, well,
I think
okay.
I gave him the.
But he's urging you to drink another. And you're hearing everybody talking about, oh my God, she drank 2 of them. Look how wired she is. Because you're just like, you got the shakes.
What is it?
Yeah, 5 decks. Ooh, it's
One of us.
I feel like a flash right now.
so.
His brain has 5 voices in it right now, and each one of them is going mine, 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 mine,
Fuck it.
mine, mine.
Yeah, pop it out.
Toss 2 more. Okay.
You're about to become a legend.
You
Roll
just
me another con.
it just exploded into a multiply thing.
That's gotta roll good eventually.
Well, I can't really only tavern.
Oh, it's
Hey,
18.
yeah, you hold this one down. And then all these soldiers, they're woo, because you're doing 3 of them. And you're good. And like everybody starts cheering for you. And the dwarf is looking at you because you're just a little lithe elf, and he's like, Lass, where did you put it? Like,
I'm tougher than I
So
look.
who in the tavern starts the slope of building chant? One more.
One more. One more.
no, that's the thing.
One more.
Soldiers, they're just amazed that you're drinking that many.
Yeah, really good right now. So.
Yeah, you're like you said, you feel like you're in for miles.
She gets up, goes outside, start running. Just
You feel like you could run and take that load yourself and come back within a day.
straight.
Until I get halfway there and I pass out. I guess I'm gonna get up. I'll toss the little piece and be like, "Thanks for the drinks."
So and he's
I'll
like,
walk out.
he nods his approval. You come back anytime you want, lass.
I'll be back.
So you walk by all these soldiers. What's left of the common local guard and some of these guys from Reborn, or just, I mean, they salute you with their mugs when you walk out. That's impressive to them. So, I mean, they're,
Thank you. Thank you.
Very much.
is there anything else you're wanting to do besides go run like 10 miles, go run the Boston Marathon?
I'll probably run
Dodge the
around.
volunteer.
I'll probably go ahead and just run as fast as I can around town, trying to find Luda.
Luda,
Cause I feel good right now.
so you just like run to Luda, you're like, you seen Luda? You seen Luda? You seen Luda? Have you seen Luda? Who's Luda? Have you
No.
seen Luda? But it's how you feel like.
We're getting this
You're
kid right here. She comes up, puts the goddamn thing together and runs away.
Yeah.
This stops, looks at Luda. Luda, have you seen Luda fight?
But yeah, you run around looking for her. Eventually, you'll see her leaving the keep with him.
I'll come up and be like, Luda, how's it going?
She knocked me down.
She it'll make her stronger. Unless she just like stops and it's all the mass that she's generated, all the force. But Vesper is very jittery. You've never seen her like this in the couple days you know her. She's very jittery, like like him right now. Look at these. Like Smiley over there. He's just like
doing that right there.
probably. I don't know how big her moves are.
I'm like,
Jealous.
you're really wiry.
Yeah, very wiry, Roland.
Yeah, have some drinks, man. Have some drinks.
Wow. I tell you, I said, well, you put that to good use. We're about to put a healing tent up.
Alright, fuck it, let's do it.
So you're gonna help them put this tent up?
Yeah.
Okay, I should put this tent up. For like each post you guys managed to get up, she's probably put up like 2 by herself, maybe 3.
I rolled up how big it was, and it's 18 foot by 6 foot.
Oh God.
Well,
She's gonna put most of these poles up by herself before you guys get 10 in the ground. Like she's ready to roll. Like you could like be like, hey, dig these holes.
Yeah,
She's gonna be like,
that's what I ever
dig
did.
up. Digging all these holes real fast.
She's gonna be so sore
Or
in the
take advantage of
morning.
that and just be like giving him orders and following him around. This is the next man.
Girls carrying all the poles behind her.
So, but the next hour though, you're wired.
I'm gonna crash hard.
Okay. What did you say you wanted to do?
Okay, negative 5.
The one other thing he wanted to do is he's not liking not having a great sword. He's gonna look for someone that can give him access to an armory or a shop that'll sell.
There's an armory here. You can get one. It's got his forge mark on it though.
What's the though mean?
So,
I've already got one weapon with his mark on it.
so, do you?
Yeah, I had
Long
2
sword.
scimitars, only traded one with him.
Yeah, he's got his long sword. That's right. All right.
Does the longsword have it too?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Move on to Oregon. You got this body.
I'm not sure where to take it. Like, is there anywhere in town I could take it?
A graveyard.
Put it in your
Because you said the temple was closed. I know one's at the temple.
The temple's not even there. But you know that's a temple is more like it's for I think it's Chaltia. She's like the goddess of agriculture and farming and stuff. And there's a morgue over by the graveyard.
I just
And they did tell you they had a memorial built by the graveyard for everybody that died of this, and they're buried separately from everybody.
I'm going to take it to the
Okay.
morgue so it can be buried with the other ones.
I'm buried by Perry.
Yeah.
Okay. You're carrying him through town. Roll me some percentiles.
Notice him.
94.
Okay, you do not run into his brother as you're taking him to the morgue.
As soon as I put right there, I'm gonna go find him.
Okay. Well, after a while, it doesn't take you because once Roland gets to the keep, he knows you guys are back. So he's already looking for you. So it'll be a matter of minutes before you find him. And you can tell he's already sad, like he already knows the answer. And he's, "Where's my brother?"
I grab him. It was too late.
And he's trying to steady himself, take deep breaths, and it just turns into sobbing. I mean, like, he doesn't even hold you, he just sobs and cries. So, I mean, he's silent, just sobbing really, really hard.
I brought him up to the morgue if you want to pay respects.
So,
Press F.
he must be from a computer game.
It's I think it's one of the Medal of Honor games. You press F to pay respects.
He'll just sit there and he'll nod his head while you're holding him, but he doesn't really answer you.
He's your brother. We can bury him here. You go in the store. We can bring him back to Medbar.
So, no, he'll tell you, no, bury him beside Perry.
Aye.
So, he tells you he wasn't sure if you were gonna make it, but he made sure there was 2 spots. Oh, look at you, Wushu. He's like, it's a mosquito. Mine. But yeah, I mean, he tells you there's already a spot for him. I mean, just in case you didn't make it back, he had a spot set for you too.
I grab him. We're going to get revenge.
So,
I need to see the Swift. They had already left by the time we got there. They took whatever living residents they had. The girl was a captain among them.
now he really looks sad.
Yeah.
Because, as an older person, he understands death comes to people.
Yeah.
But for a child to be missing, that's terrible.
Yeah.
So you're leaving him to go find the Swift family, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, as you walk away, you're about 10, 20 foot from you, and he asks you, he's like, "Do you think we were cursed to come here? Do you think it was a mistake?"
There are times I think that. But in the end, if it was not us, then it would have been someone else.
And he doesn't give you an answer. He's just, you hear, his sniffles real loud. And,
Honestly, I just wish it were me.
and you hear him, "Me too."
But that's what we got to survive. To carry them with us. That's what Patty taught me.
He doesn't say much, he just kind of turns and heads to the morgue. You just hear him trying to hold back his sobs, trying to be strong. You travel to the Swift family. I've actually got their place marked here on the house, on the map. I want to make sure she's not close to your place because that could get bad. No, it's not. They live in a pretty good sized manor because they're big farmers around here. I guess I should just leave that there. You might need it. You're walking up there and you see both the children. I think the youngest daughter and their boy, both of them see you approach. And they both run from the front door, and you hear him, "Mama, Mama!" Before you make it up up to the house, you walk through the fence and everything. She's out there, and as soon as she hits the door, she just collapses and starts crying because you're empty-handed. Cuff, her husband walks out and he's trying to lift her up, and she's just, gone out, and she just starts yelling, "You promised! You promised you'd bring her back. I mean, she is just bawling and screaming at the top of her lungs at you. People that are walking down the street, they're stopping and watching. I mean, you can't tell if she's just more upset that she's not here or she's just mad at you because you promised her and she's not with you. You know, and she's just screaming at you, she didn't deserve it. She's just a girl. She's just a little girl.
She wasn't counted among the dead. She is still alive.
She tells you, what good does that do?
I'm going to bring her back.
So you've already promised me that. And by the time she's getting up and she's walking towards you.
We got there too late.
And then in the middle of it, she just hauls off and slaps the shit out of you. And her husband grabs her. He's like, stop.
No,
stop.
It's okay.
No, it's not okay. You done what you could. We all done what we could. And you can tell it even hurts him to say that.
I'd break down in tears, but there wasn't enough.
So he's like, I know. And he just says that with a whisper and he hangs his head. And he's like, I did what I could to protect my family. He's like, how do you think I feel? He's like, I couldn't even protect it myself.
I'm going to follow them to the 9 hells if I have
to. He kind of just looks at you, and he's almost like at a loss for words. He's like, I think it's just best that you leave.
Aye.
And I mean, she's in the house. You just hear her wailing. And the kids are in there boo-hooing and crying, and your face hurts.
Yeah.
Because she slaps you pretty hard. Yeah. And Cuff Swift, he gets up to the door, and he just kind of turns around and he looks at you, and he goes in and shuts the door.
You know what I'm going to do now?
Trying to find a little girl, part 2.
I need to make a thing to help me with that.
So, well, yeah. I assume this might be what you get started on now.
Yeah.
Because it's going to take you 8 hours.
8 hours a day for 3 days.
So, yeah.
And it's going to go my entire life, even in the point of exhaustion, every day.
8 hours is all it takes. So now you're fueled.
Yeah.
You're going to go get your own one.
Yeah.
And start forging
the baseboards of my room and get out the case that contains the broken pieces of it.
Okay. Real quick, you're going to build this medical tent. Where?
I think an appropriate spot would be somewhere close to a church.
It's the only church in town. It's burning.
Ooh. So it'd probably be, it'd have to be by the keep then, if the church is burnt. That'd be the second best bet.
Roman is with you helping you with
Yeah.
this? Where's the heaviest traffic area, of?
This is the road in and out of town. This is the center of town.
Where most people would be, they could actually, they could see where they can go.
Yeah, but I mean, you've got men posted all the way around Greenest.
That's why I think the center would be the best bet to keep. Probably right somewhere on the side of it where there's actually guards up top too. They can see people coming and they'll know that they're medical, they have like a certain color flag or some shit. They'll know they're going to the medical tent.
Okay.
I'd also look for volunteers, if there's any in town.
You'll get a couple townspeople and whatnot to help you guys. You three are there, roll me a perception.
Okay.
16.
That's 9.
23.
You see it. And you're sitting there put together. You see him walking down. That's why I asked. Walking down this road because he just left from right here. And you just kind of see him and he's doing this and he's just like, he's almost determined. Because he lives over here.
I follow it.
You're going to go up and ask him what's wrong with him, or are you just going to try to stay behind him a short distance?
Well, I'm not trying to be sneaky about it, but I'm just following him. If he turns around and speaks to me, I'll let him know I'm concerned.
So you're not trying to make it, you don't care if he knows or not. Wrong perception.
But disadvantage.
Yeah, now you're scarred and your eyes are watery. I triple disadvantage.
19 to 10 minus 1.
Okay, No. I mean, he's not making himself like, insuspicious or whatever. I mean, you notice he's behind you. You say anything to him, that's up to you.
I will.
But I mean, he's marching.
He's
like,
going
yeah.
somewhere.
I figure I'm actually too focused on what I need to do to
Yeah.
actually care that someone's following me.
You follow him, and he goes to a place that's called Burnt Smithy Forge. Underneath it are some dwarven ruins.
Yeah.
Kind of is a little ruin, but
As he's getting there and he's walking up, that's when Rowan will speak up. Hey, Ord.
Hey,
He'll catch up with you. You alright? Look like you.
just have work I need to do. As most of us here. Nothing another hand can do. It seems like my other pairs no longer amongst me.
Yeah, he's trying to feel out the situation. Does he need to be watched still? He's like, because he had trouble in the cave, keeping
I was wrong,
keeping
it's
himself in
confusion.
control.
Yeah.
But we don't really know that. All we know is
I was poisoned.
Okay. Well, let's put it this way. Ord, how do you feel with everything that's just happened in a matter of probably
I
20
am
minutes?
heartbroken, the soberest I've ever been. Probably need a drink.
So,
But I don't want to take my mindset away because I have stuff I need to do.
so you're upset, you're a big mixture of upset and determined.
Yeah.
So,
I'll keep an eye on him for a while. I mean, I'm not going to interrupt him or anything, but just keep my eye on him, make sure he's okay. That's like he's worried about him.
you okay with that?
I'm just gonna close the door as I walk in.
Are you, would you really?
Yeah.
Well, there you go, there's your answer.
I need to be left alone. I was trying to be polite about it.
I mean, think about it, this is his home.
Doesn't mean that I got to leave the area, but
No, you can stand outside if you want.
yeah.
Stand outside if you want.
Stand right outside that door for hours.
Starts raining, he just out there.
Like, how long did you say this takes?
3 days.
He's got 3 days, 8 hours.
He'll be in there
So,
24 hours.
okay. It's 10 in the morning. It's 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
How long are you going to stay by this door?
I'll probably stay there a few hours at least until, I know he's going to be all right, and then I'll go back to the tent and help out with the, healing. And
Okay, though I know the answer to this. Or it's been a few hours. Have you came outside yet?
No.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you gonna go back up onto the tent?
I'll also inform them about the situation, that, as much information as I could get.
Okay. After your hour, you're pretty wore down. You're pretty exhausted. You're just to the point where, like, now she's putting up 3 for every one you put up. Luda is. So you're pretty
We put up
wore
a
out
second
now.
tent because you put up a first one.
He's like, man, I'm gonna do another one right beside it.
And I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I just feel like, you're right, I did 1 hour like this.
Within a couple hours, Roland approaches the tent.
Guys, or ladies, there might be something wrong with Ord, but it seems to be all right for now. Just giving you a heads up.
Once we get done, I'll speak with him.
Okay, so you're building this tent.
Seems he doesn't want to be disturbed.
Oh, okay.
You're building this tent, right? I guess you're gonna get back and help him build it and Roland. You're building the tent. Roll me a perception.
20.
12.
You're exhausted. You take disadvantage. Hey, there we go. That's she's taking a little nap.
Yeah.
Is what Vesper's doing. Now, you
So we
should-
have these cots for wounded you sleeping on one.
That's right. There you go. She's like, I'm gonna take a nap.
didn't put the whole tent on myself.
Yeah. You notice as you guys are building this second tent, this very odd, quirky looking elf approaches. She's got twigs in her hair is very braided. For all intensive purposes, in the fantasy realm of Forgotten Realms, this would be a hippie.
Yeah.
Looks like mud.
So similar to Roland. I mean, he's a.
No, you're not a hippie. You're well armored.
I went with Oath of the Ancients.
So, oh, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, you would kind of. That's what she kind of gives off, like.
Groovy guy.
Yeah. And she doesn't really say anything when she walks up. She's just kind of looking over your tent and whatnot. Just kind of seeing what you're doing. She's very odd. Doesn't say a word, but she's like.
Ask her if she wants to give us a hand.
She shakes her head.
Get on with your business, please.
You gonna tell her that?
Yeah, in a nice way.
She'll nod her head. You gonna say anything to her? She's gonna leave. She says, well, I'm in your business.
Probably not at this moment. Maybe if we see her again. But
She walks outside and dies.
at this point, it just looks like she's just curious as to what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm real concerned. I don't want to be like thinking somebody's stalking us and not wanting to do anything.
There's no best way so long, but it's the best it's always been.
About an hour later, notice kind of where she was standing looking around, this little robin flies down and stands there and is looking at what you're doing.
That's strange.
And she's just watching you guys.
Be like, I wake up, oh, dinner.
You pop the rocket right when it comes to do that.
It's already shish kebab by then.
I'm so sorry.
She's sitting there watching you guys.
The Robin's just sitting there watching
Just
this.
watching you guys.
I believe this to be a real Robin.
Yeah.
It's acting just like she was.
You're just watching. Don't act like you don't you know what a druid is either.
I'll walk over and I'll use one of my spells. Speak with animals.
Speak with animals? Okay. Speak animal for me.
How you doing?
I'll say hello to it.
And it says, hello.
See anything you're interested in?
Just watching. Worms?
How does the voice sound to me?
Just like this.
Similar to
Just
what
like this?
she said.
No.
One?
She
Okay.
never spoke.
I can see like hovering like right in front of the paladin's face.
No, it's just standing on the ground like looking up at him.
Now you
See anything interesting?
Yeah.
Other than just around here?
You fucking feather fucker.
Just watching.
Feather fucker.
They're just watching. They're not birds, dude. Their heads jolt back and forth. They're just watching. Are you a horse?
Yeah.
He turned into a horse.
He'll just make small talk, you know, like, because it's an animal. It can only do simple thoughts and stuff.
And now
like
we're
that.
on the new name. It's
But you guys can pretty much see it. Just talking to a bird.
So,
You know.
he's talking to a bird. Both of you see it. You're up by now, Vesper. But he's just talking to his bird. Bird's just going around.
Roland.
I'll offer my finger down to it, but you know, they can.
It hops backwards.
Hop up.
Bites it off.
No.
I'll
No.
take you in. We could ride.
No.
You hear it from background me, you go, Roland. There's nobody there. Who are you talking to?
What are they talking to?
Yeah, who are you talking to, Roland? That's what it says. You hear this bird over there. Chirp, 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 chirp.
I'm gonna walk over, be like, why are you talking to a bird, man?
The bird says, why are you talking to a bird, man? Chirp, 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 chirp.
Something to do.
Bird says, are you crazy?
It's weird, man. He's gonna walk back to the tent.
You realize that the people that are helping put this tent do look at you very strangely. Alright.
I'm sure I'm not the first person that's ever been.
Roll me an inside.
Do you think that Roland may have hit his head a few too many times when he fell down? I don't know.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
You start hearing some of the common people be like, "You must be involved with that Coilla Solano."
I'm gonna walk
Yeah,
over and
strange, just like her. You kind of hear some people talking about it.
can I walk over to like,
Spell it for me.
well, you know,
Did you hear it?
I don't know.
He's listening. He's kind of listening.
Oh, I thought they were just like general conversation.
No.
I'm trying to hide it.
You can listen. Try to see if you hear it. Queelli.
Nope, I didn't hear Ken.
Let's see if I hear it.
Sianlo.
No, you heard it.
Quilla Sianlo. Yeah. Sianlo.
I wrote an 18.
You hear this name too.
So I turned to some of these volunteers that we have and I asked, who is this Aquila? Is that his name?
Yeah. Quilla Sianlo. She runs the bakery in town.
The one that's closed right now?
No, this is a bakery.
Oh, I thought
That's a good
yeah.
store. This is a
I don't know who
bakery.
that is, right?
I'll actually ask.
You do know who that
Alright,
is.
so I was
I'll
the
actually
one that
ask
just
Robin
writing it
if she's
down.
ever, if it's ever heard that name.
Nope. Nope.
Sweets.
How long are you gonna be here building this tent?
I'm gonna say a couple hours to get it up good and tight and somewhat rainproof and get
Okay.
these cots down.
Because there's a messenger that runs from the keep and tells you that Leosin wanted to meet with you
Yeah.
guys now. Eventually, Brack will come back to the forge and say, "Hey, you're needed in the keep. That's been 8 hours."
So of these people do I got any women from like the church or men from the church?
Well, actually, I'll give you the 3 people that survived in the church.
Okay. I think that they would be the ones I'd get to help me with this.
You got 2 of them, Cora Agobara and Welby Hildy.